talk about how to look younger instantly. Okay, this is what you do. Very, very important. Start to find some new friends that are a lot older than you and just start hanging out with them. And you're going to look a lot younger. But in all seriousness, there's really two viewpoints to look at when trying to, look youthful. The outside in approach versus the inside out approach. So many people are focused on trying to look younger from the outside in. They're using all sorts of facial creams and different things they're putting in their face to, like anti-wrinkle things and creams and lotions and all sorts of things, not to mention surgery and those things as well. But what about from the inside out? What are some things you can do to change your youthful appearance from the inside? Well, let's start right at the most important thing, and that would be something called age, advanced glycation end products. That is a combination of a sugar and a protein that is bonded and stuck together. These get stuck in the body and they accumulate and they make you look older and they create all sorts of chronic inflammation and chronic disease. So if you were to take, barbecued ribs, for example, you have sugar sauce on these ribs and they're heated. So heat tends to cause this chemical reaction to occur. And so there's a lot of different meals that we cook, like meatloaf, for example. And it can even be proteins in junk food, right? That's just processed, it's highly heated. But it can also be the amount of sugar that you're eating that goes into your own bloodstream, and you have heat inside your body, and it starts to interact with your own proteins. Okay, you have something in your blood cells called hemoglobin. There's this thing called A1C. What is that? That is the measurement of how much glycated protein that you have. And it gives you a number so you can kind of look at on a scale from good to bad. And you can kind of from that determine your blood sugars over a period of 3 months. These ages are behind a lot of problems with just looking old, okay? But you also have something else that's related, ALE. What is that? That stands for advanced lipoxidation end products, okay? That is where you have fat that gets bound to glucose or sugar. So ages are sugar and protein that gets stuck. ALEs are sugar and fat that gets stuck. Same thing. It creates chronic inflammation, disease, and it accumulates and it makes you look older. Because think about it, you have various